Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at Maocat, right? So the pre-sale has just started, right? So we're trying to evaluate, is it legit or is it a scam? That's the question we're always trying to answer on the channel, right? So Maocat, what is this all about? Discover Maocat, unleashing the future of NFT innovation. Maocat comes from the Chinese word Mao. Maocat appeared in the cat era of 2024. Previously, dogs and cats ruled. Now it's time for cat, right? So it's a meme token with some utility. I did check out the contract, but since it is in the pre-sale address, you should ask the people in the Telegram group for the pre-sale contract, because this contract address will only become valid once the pre-sale is ended and they've actually transferred the liquidity to the contract. In majority of the tokens that I have covered, they do not transfer the full liquidity to the contract, right? So this is into its pre-sale stage, right? And they're talking about a few utilities to come. The first one is Mao game, right? So the rule of thumb, whenever you see a project or a pre-sale talking about a game, they need to come out with a trailer. That's just how it works. If there's no trailer, it's tantamount to a scam, right? And also they're talking of NFTs. I don't go anywhere near NFTs, right? How many people do you know that have made significant amount of money from NFTs, if any, right? Almost 99% have lost money buying NFTs. And then Mao swap. This is actually quite interesting. The wording that they have here left me a little bit confused. Maybe you can try to explain what this means to me. They're saying we'll even dominate the NFT area, which is the basis for Web3. It's a interesting choice of word. Why would you say we'll even dominate? Why don't you just come out and just talk what is Mao swap all about, right? We can prepare a launchpad for cats and memes similar to us. We can prepare, or are you going to do this, right? They are formulating it in form of like a suggestion, which is low quality for me, right? The English used there is just suspicious. You can just let me know what you think. Okay, tokenomics. The tokenomics, they're talking about 5 billion supply, 3 billion is going to be sold during the pre-sale, right? And you see here taxation structure, we are seeing 3%. This taxation structure is really weird for me. Just let me know, does this make any sense? They're talking about marketing tax is 3%, liquidity pool 3% tax, development 2% tax, but buy and selling 0% tax. So where do they collect the tax? Because when you talk about tax, they should be able to collect the full tax when you buy and when you sell, but they're saying 0% tax, but we have a 3, and 2%. This is a little bit weird for me, right? And then rewards, they're talking about staking. So just remember, guys, staking forms the basis of most of the scams. 99%, 100% of the scams that are ongoing right now, staking forms the basis, because when you have staked, you don't realize that you have been scammed, right? Some projects that I'm covering on the channel, like Scotty the AI, right? A lot of people, whales are stuck in staking, right? And so one thing that I'll just tell you right off the bat, don't stake. If you have already bought, don't stake. If you haven't bought, I do not encourage anyone to buy in the pre-sale, because a lot of things can happen. You can get your tokens, you can get your wallet blacklisted when it's time to sell, right? A lot of things can happen. Scammy things can happen in the pre-sale. Don't buy in the pre-sale. But some of you argue that, I did buy into a lot of pre-sales and I did make 2-3x, so I want to buy. So if you want to buy or you've already bought, don't stake, right? I'm going to show you the reason why right below here. So one of the things that I like to see is the roadmap, right? One thing that I do not like is they don't have dates, right? Or Q1, Q2, when they are going to accomplish this, right? Because we need to see when are you going to, because if you need to keep yourself accountable, because we need to know when is stage 1 going to end, when is stage 2 going to be created. So you see here they are talking about Maocat launched, staking for Maocat launch. So you see staking, already they are talking about staking. It doesn't make any sense. Imagine if I go and I create my token today, net crypto token, right? Today, and then immediately I'm offering staking. How am I able to give rewards I just minted the tokens and already I'm giving rewards. Where is the money coming from to give rewards? There has to be an ecosystem, right, that is generating money outside of the token for you to be able to give rewards. Just like traditional banking, banks are able to give you a three to between 3 to 6% APY because they actually do business with the money that you invest there. They can lend it out. They can buy land, whatever, merge with companies, and they can do all sorts of things to invest, and then they can afford to give you between 3 and 6%. But here, this is a brand new token. You just buy the token and today you stake and already you're earning rewards, right? That's why I say never ever stake, right? Never stake. That forms the basis of the scam. And if you stake, you're actually setting yourself up, right, to first of all, once they've launched, the price will pump. You will not be able to actually sell, right? If you see a 2, 3, 4, 5x, you will not be able to sell because you're stuck in staking, right? So don't stake. It's not worth it at all, right? And here they're talking about Twitter, Telegram, multiple other channels. Stage 2, claim, listing, bigger and better exchanges, Mao game development. You see, so here they are already talking about stage 2. That's only when they will develop the game. For me, I do not like that, right? If you're talking about a game, you need to show a trailer immediately of the game, right? To me, most of this talk of the game is just something to just try to lure investors. Within 1-2 years, this thing of talking about we are going to do a game at some point in time is not going to work, right? But currently it seems to be working. People seem to think that if they say that there is going to be a game in the future, then it must be good, but it's just words, right? It's just empty promises in most of the cases. And sometimes even if the game is there, the game is mediocre because crypto investors don't have time to play games. They are investors, right? So if you're developing a game, you're developing the game for gamers, right? And the game need to be attractive to gamers. And most of the majority, 99% of the games that are being developed for these memes type sort of tokens, they are mediocre games. The retro games that we played way back are way better, 10 times better than some of the games you're coming to see these days. And you see stage 3, that's when they're saying they will launch the game, Maocat 10,000 NFT launch, OpenSea, Blade 10,000 whatever, and all that stuff, right? So, and then here they are talking about contracts audit. I don't care about contracts audit. It doesn't mean anything, right? Even contracts projects that are audited by static, if pool drugs, right? What is market purpose? How can I participate in the pre-sale? Where are the benefits of staking? So this is one thing that I just wanted to expand on a little bit. So you see they're saying you can stake your MAO during the pre-sale period to receive instant rewards. Once the pre-sale ends and claims are open, you can claim your rewards immediately and withdraw your token 7 days after claims are opened. You can also earn a multiplier on your rewards by extending the lockout period, thus extending the date you can withdraw your token. So this is where the scam is, guys. In majority of the pre-sales, they talk about this staking, right? So that you stake your tokens, and then once you have staked your tokens, they launch, the price is pumped, you are not able to sell. So don't stake whatsoever, right? Don't stake. And of course, they're talking about NFTs, what measures are in place to ensure the security of market tokens and transactions, right? So those are some of the things that they are covering in their that's pretty much it, right, for this one. So it's a straight up meme token, poised to have some sort of utility, but I don't really see the utility on here, right? To me, this is just a meme token. The utility aspect is just being thrown out there to just look attractive to investors. It's a meme token. Anything can happen. It can explode, right? But be extremely careful with this, right? Be extremely careful with this one. At least don't stake. That's just one thing that I can say. At least don't stake. Me, I never ever buy in the pre-sale. It's completely up to you, right? And one thing that I encourage everyone, right, is to head over to Amazon and grab yourself a copy of the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook. It allows you to evaluate pre-sales, right? So without even buying, you can evaluate 70 pre-sales. This will help to actually increase your knowledge when it comes to pre-sales, how they work. And you get 2 pages where you evaluate each and every pre-sale. So for example, the first page allows you to just jot down the most important details about the pre-sale. And then my favorite section is the scam or legit evaluation. This is where you check, is the team doxed? If it's doxed, is there LinkedIn verified? Obviously, if there's no doxed team, that's something that you note down. And once they launch, you can start also also following the price, tracking the price, right? You put a date, you track the price, how the price is moving. And if you do decide to actually invest, whether it's in the pre-sale or out, like I said, personally, not financial advice, I don't buy in the pre-sale whatsoever, right? Because it's just the juice is not worth the squeeze of buying in the pre-sale. A lot of stuff can happen. But after the pre-sale, you decide that you want to buy into the token, right? You can jot down the amount, the price, the bag, also your emotions when you actually bought. Were you happy, sad, what happened, right? Yeah, these are important things when you can come back and reflect, because this is a hardcover book. Affiliate link is actually in the description. It's a hardcover book, right? So it actually helps you to reflect, and you grow as the more and more pre-sales that you start to evaluate, the wiser you get. And scammers, they hate that. And of course, even if you don't get the book, you can do this process even on like an Excel, right? But this just makes it easier because it's like a hardcover book. It's durable. You can be away from tech and just sit down and meditate on your investments and stuff, right? And because when you have got pen and paper, you think more, right? And the second page has got ego notes, where you write pertinent information about the project, what's happening in the Telegram, right? And one of the most important things is the adoption tracking. So at the stage of recording this, Mao is, if you go onto their Twitter, you see they've got 19,000 followers, right? 19,000 followers. So that's some of the information that you can record in terms of adoption. 19,000 followers. You also check in the Telegram how many investors are there. You need to track, is it growing? Because if you see these figures growing substantially and organically, right, that's when you can actually see that there might be potential. Because if the adoption is not growing, sometimes some of the projects, they purchase followers and all that. So if you start to track, you can actually start to see the patterns, right, of the token. And you can see how it's growing on Telegram, on YouTube. They've got a YouTube, but there are 0 videos, right? So definitely the pre-sale is just launched. They're talking about a game, but there are no the explanatory like trailers for the game. They're talking about land, NFTs, all these things, but we don't see the evidence. Right now, it's just money being collected in the pre-sale. So be extremely careful with this one. Like I said, personally, I never ever go anywhere near a pre-sale. If I am going to buy into a pre-sale, right, there are several checklists that I have to go through, that have to check out. First of all, if I'm ever buying in a pre-sale, I need to get my tokens. I don't buy into a pre-sale where they say you claim your tokens whenever that they launch. If I'm buying in the pre-sale, they need to be able to allow me to actually claim my tokens, and I need to be buying into the actual contract, as you see right here. For this one, if you're buying, you're not buying in the contract. So already it's not crypto, right? Because crypto was created with a smart contract, such that when you buy, you're buying into the contract. But the problem with majority of the pre-sales, you are not buying into the actual contract of the project. You're buying into the pre-sale contract. And then they launch this claim thing that you have to do whenever they decide that their stages are over. And that's when only you can get your tokens, right? That breaks the whole reason why crypto exists. Because the smart contract is called smart because it's a contract. So if you're buying in the pre-sale, you are actually breaking the contract, right? You're breaking the rules of crypto. So the only time I'll buy into a pre-sale is if I'm buying into the actual contract and I've got my tokens in my wallet soon after I buy, right? If I would never do this thing of you buy onto some website that is connected to another pre-sale contract, and for you to see your tokens, you have to connect your wallet on the website to see your tokens. That's not crypto, right? That's not crypto whatsoever. But anyway, right, this is my review for this one. Let me know, what do you think? Have you bought into this one? If you have bought, right? I strongly suggest don't stake, right? Don't stake at all, or don't even buy in the pre-sale, buy after launch, but track the project, right? Affiliate link is in the description if you want to grab yourself a copy of the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, right? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.